my god. Right, I think it's working. I don't know if it's changed my YouTube stream stuff. Delete. No, because it was off. Right, I think we are all connected. So forgotten all my buttons and switches, and I've had to reconfigure a few, so I'm probably missing the odd button. It's nice to be able to get back into the game and use a truck shifter again. Oh, right, lovely. Ah, well, there's always somebody out there. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? Enjoy your dinner. I think I've programmed my joystick, my shifter the other way. I've had to move it back as well, because otherwise it was hitting this because it's so tall. Yeah, all good, thanks. Just got my truck shifter back, so jumped on multiplayer just to make sure everything's working and have a quick game, I guess. Oh, get there before the lights change. We'll be going to Frankfurt. See if we encounter many nutters along the way. It's like I'm trying to pick up the job to begin with. I cancelled the videos now because they were just a mess, but it's just people waiting right on the line of where, you know, the boundary is. Just like crazy. And he's gonna... Hold on. You wanna go? You can go round. Either he's lagging or he's not very straight. He's like, whoa, where am I going? Jesus. Didn't look too good when he ran around that corner. It was like, whoa. And of course when I first started as well, because it's all reinstalled, their jobs weren't loading in, so I thought, oh, here we go. Gonna have to reset everything. That's all I've done. Well, it's nice to have the shifter back. Working fine, no glitches. Oh. There's a man. Oh, well, it's both. I can't reach with my cup in my hand. My finger's not long enough. But we are speed limited anyway, so... Oh, look out. It's the M25 party people. It's like the lost version of the village people. With the fire outfit and everything. We got dumped because of a terrible act. They're waiting on the side of the road for a pickup. Had this coffee made for ages. Almost cold, so I'm trying to drink it as fast as I can now. Good news is, loaded in okay. It's running nice and smooth. Camera's running nice and smooth. Everything's plugged in, seems to be working. It's a miracle. Um, what I need to do is load the normal game at some point and just see what it's like. I wonder if the save will run smoothly this time. Or is that, you know when you're playing the game and the save just lags out on you. Truckers, ATS, when it does that, seems to work fine. ETS for me was always an issue, but since I've reinstalled, I'm wondering whether it's going to start to play ball. Would be nice. I swear, is that the same guy? same rear end. Swear, you only watch other trucks go by and it's like, what? It does make you wonder whether it's actually the person driving. Oh, that's my shift knob. Or is it the just the lag of the servers? Mind you, my might be me. I'm actually running. I was running high for a moment, 116 milliseconds, back down to 47. A little higher than normal. It's usually floating around the 30. Must be having an off day. Oh, I'm in a busy area, I think. Oops. Wonder if that works. Let's see. Good. Kind of cool though. I've got on the Stream Deck now. This button second in from the top there gives you my CPU usage. Hopefully one day they'll incorporate a GPU usage on it as well. At least this is a quick way of me monitoring without having to have all the windows open. It seems to be fairly accurate as well, because it's like, well, its polling is slightly out, but I'd probably say it's about 1 or 2% out at most. Majority of the time it's in, so I'm happy with that actually. We're just going to do this job, even though the load is completely damaged now at 12% because if somebody just drove into us on purpose. Lovely, lovely. I'll just do it because I need to get the jobs refreshed. Uh, 1 hour 13, so it's not a huge job. Only a hop over to Germany. I didn't pick a big one because I didn't have a big selection. So I thought, get a job under the belt and hopefully it'll refresh. I couldn't sleep, so I did the repair option, which sometimes refreshes. Looks like I'm coming off here shortly. Down a kip. Like a dead fly. Ugh. Why have you left yourself there? Why don't you just recover? Oh, I'm running out of fuel as well. Might be a good idea to check your fuel gauge. Oh yeah, hold on. I've got 184 litres with 14 miles to go, so I'm okay for that. I just need to keep an eye out for a gas station. There's one further down the road. There's a garage down there. I can buy the garage, convert it, and get some fuel from it. Oh, okay. Oh, there is garage sleep. Eh. Got a huge entry point. Just use it. Come on, how long does it take you to park? Trailer. Yeah, well, it's not surprising considering I got hit by someone. Current job offers continue. Yeah, I might. Let's do drive. Go and get the garage, get some fuel, and then we'll find another job, I think. It looks like we want to go left. No one coming. Yes, we'll buy. Trade. At least we can use that one to work out of. Right, fill this one up, and then we'll get a job. There's a lot of people around here. Your tank is full. Hopefully, we'll have jobs to take. Potted flowers, anybody? Job and a bath. Don't know if I want to go for a overly massive job. I've got loads of time. Let's do Germany. Down into Italy. It's be a nice run. 24 hours though. Holy moly. Down into Rome 20. 9 hours 42. Czech Republic. Now you know what? I'm going to go for that Italy one. Why not? Rome. Where are we? Hello, Offkey. How you doing? Right, let's do that one because that job I thought it was another trailer, which I didn't want. Not a trailer, caravan. We'll do that one. Yeah, we're just trying to get back into ETS, getting everything configured and working within ETS. Shifters back. PC's been reinstalled. Things seem to be working fine. Cameras seems to be okay. It's a little bit, you know. We'll get there. Lots to be doing. Right, where are they going? Can you even drive? Doesn't look like it. I think they're on snow. There's no way you'd be driving around like that otherwise. Either that, your lag is really bad. Yeah, we're no one there. We supposed to be in here? I think we are. Boop. Great job. Well, that is my job, right there on the end. Oh, nice trick. See if anybody else is going to be crazy around you and just drive into you randomly. There's somebody coming, but we can go. Just changed. So, 5 hours 35, 228 miles. Should be fairly easy. I think I need to position the chair a fraction closer to the wheel. Because I don't know why, but my right arm seems to get over the top of the wheel easier than my left arm. I've got an arm that's shorter than the other. I don't know, it just feels weird. Maybe I've got the chair twisted. I'll have to check the mounts. I've thought that before, actually, just by sitting in it. We should have truck books open. Multiplayer working. ETS seems to be back on track. The controls seem to be all set. I probably am missing an option somewhere, but I don't know what it is yet. I'll probably come across it at some point. I keep feeling there's a button up here not right, but I can't. Oh yeah, hold on. Ah, my mirrors, yeah. Should have a button there for mirrors. Whoa. These guys are waiting for Christmas. Oh, the same ones that I passed before. Didn't go in. There is fuel ahead, but we don't need it. Are these motoring? And you can't keep a straight line. Does anybody come in? I'll have to message the guy, see if he can let me know what he thought the problem was with the shifter. Let's fix whatever. I'm guessing it was just a USB USB circuit board inside was loose wire or something. Or the chip inside was bad. I'm the only person I know who seems to have a trouble with one of these. I think it's just my rotten luck. Pretty quiet out there now. Just me on the list. Good, that's the way I like it. Nobody around to drive you off the road or get in the way. So don't forget, chat is open. You're more than welcome to say hello, and more than welcome to join if you want. Heading towards Zurich at the moment. If you want to pop on and tag along, you're more than welcome to. And why are you on the wrong side of the road? Seriously. I do wonder sometimes. I got somebody behind me. Closing me down. I'm amazed by how people drive at speed and yet they can't seem to keep a lane. Even when I used to drive without the limiter on. Unless I was losing control, which wasn't that often, I was able to keep the lane. 2 hours 43 remaining for this job. Moving through it relatively quick. Oh, he's motoring. I'm probably in the wrong place to even join up. And hello, Super. Good to see you. Yeah. Well, the plan was I'm actually north of Italy, heading towards Zurich, so I was actually planning on going towards Italy. Oh yeah, I've been working hard on getting the quality sorted on this, because it's been bugging me for a long time, so I think the reinstalling of it has sorted that out. And yeah, oh good, he's moved. Are you? Which way is he going then? Is he going down to the south of Italy, or is he heading back out of Italy? And I got my truck shifter back. Yay! Party! I see. Oh, return. It's I had to send it off. It was still under warranty. It's an Almar shifter. Don't know anybody else has had a problem, so it was probably just unlucky. Seriously, guys, how hard is it to get in gear and go? You block off a whole road. That's amazing. Hope he doesn't lag or I'm dead. Oh, come on. You just want to be idiots, don't you? It would seem there are some idiots out and about today. This is a Scania, yeah, but nothing fancy. Seriously. But they've... I bet you any money those two will be up, sure enough. Oh, absolutely, the pair of them. What was that? That guy's got a hell of a amount of lag. Oh, mine's fine, but that guy... really bad. I don't know why people bother with it. What's the point of doing? I mean, yeah, okay. I suppose you want if you want to be number one or have the most money or something, big deal. Where's the fun in that? Ooh, smooth gears. Okay, we're turning off. We're nearly there, are we? 23 minutes. Oh man. I think I need to tweak my clutch ever so little bit. Nah, definitely no fun in modding and, you know, speed mods. I mean, really. Yeah, I can understand downloading a crap profile to get extra money or to get, you know, certain things. I get that. Because if you want to play with your friends and they've already been, you know, done X amount of game, you're going to be left out. So yeah. But... the other little bits and bobs, just not worth it in my view. Where's the challenge? Where's the fun? Right, where's he going? Is he planning on reversing or something? I need to check my clutch. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, Trevor. Let's ruin your reversing. I won't kill him. He'll be fine. What have I just knocked off there now? Knocking something off. I don't know what though. It's alright, I deserve that. I went offline. Beep. Trailer. Oh, excelente. I need to rewire this as well. This is going the wrong way. Could put it down like that. I don't know. I like it. Or I could take it out, loop it back, and might just run this way. Didn't decide where I wanted it when I installed it. I think I've made a choice. Right, job offers. It's usually all of 2. Okay, we'll do that one because that's going to have some good roads. And down. We're lucky it's here. Ah, I didn't look at the clutch, did I? Do it now. Wait, that's not reverse, is it? We're not enough over. Nope. I'll do. Brother Duck, how you doing? Ow. Could wait, but I won't. Right, while they waiting for Christmas. Why do they do that? I'm all over the shop now. Well, people behind me who are willing to drive normally, it wouldn't be a problem. What do you mean there, Doc? What's been so long? Nah. You've been hiding, have you? Right, what have we got? 7 hours 40. 7 hours 45. Was it really that long? Still didn't check that truck shifter, did I? Never mind, we're okay for now. We're not going to be changing gears so much. Yeah, I finally got my Discord reinstalled on this PC after the installation, or after the reinstall of Windows. That was fun. Oops. Watch the curb. That's a little fast. It's a little overkill for ETS, but it's brilliant. I've got no complaints having a direct drive. You know, if it was just ETS only, I probably wouldn't go this far. But because, yeah, you know, do a Assetto Corsa, Race Room, Project Cars 2, Dirt Rally, yeah, it's just another world. You probably don't get the most out of this wheel with this game because the force feedback isn't brilliant within the game itself, but definitely good fun. And hello there, Ed, and welcome. For 7 hours. I don't know why it's saying 7 hours. It's 281 miles. It doesn't seem like 7 hours worth of driving. Well, 764 litres on board, so we should have the fuel anyway. Oh, hiccups. And this is a job that isn't updating on my dash for some reason. But I think it said north of Italy somewhere. And I've got to sort this out. I'm going to make this into a button box for all my games as well. So for the little things, you know, like maybe camera up and down and what have you. Well, you're going the wrong way, matey. Maybe you shouldn't be on the hard shoulder overtaking people, idiot. You definitely got to be alert when you're a multiplayer. I swear, some people just think they own the road. Really? Hard shoulder, is he overtaken? I hope these people who don't drive in real life, seriously, they shouldn't be on the road. There's a couple of people about. Wonder why it doesn't update some jobs on the dash. Weird. It should be pulling the data from here. What are we doing? Cauliflower. The Turin. Put the old cruise on again. What is the time? Wow. We're up to 6 PM. I was just wondering, ooh, am I feeling a little peckish or not? I don't know. I think I'll leave it for a while. No pit stops just yet. just changed. I was hoping we'd make it. It was a bit of a stretch, I think. Hopefully the stream is playing nicely for everybody watching. Not that there's many watching, but you know. I've been hard working on the stream quality and getting things sorted, so it's looking good for me anyway, so hopefully it's all looking good for you. This game really lends itself well to triple screens. You know, in a single screen, in a single screen, you know, head look is handy. I mean, it's playable on a single screen, but when I had my single ultra wide, I was using head look, or I had an ED tracker, and then I went to a what was it called? It was a head track, but I can't remember the name of it at the moment. Then I went to triples. Then I tried using head tracking with triples. It works, but it's not really needed, to be honest, because you can look left, you can look right. So I've decided to ditch head tracking for triples. It's just silly. But yeah, because the game can be set up correctly with triple screen, so everything's coming in. The camera doesn't quite capture it because it would need to be smack bang in the middle of my face to capture everything coming off at the right angle. But it gets fairly close on the camera up there. You got a good idea. Oh, off-key's cooking. What are you cooking, everybody there, off-key? Are we all having some nice tasty grub? Gonna make me hungry now, because I was thinking, yeah, I'm probably okay about now. Maybe I'll wait until, you know, 7 o'clock or something. We're on the twisties. I do like these roads north of Italy. They are brilliant. It won't let you. Try that again, shall we? Yeah, too twisty around here and there's other trucks coming, so I'm gonna behave, I think. Honey mustard dressing. Pasta, boiled eggs, bacon chopped up, thrown in. See, with that alone, it would have been pasta, bacon, fry the bacon, throw the pasta in, egg, whisked up, thrown in on top, stirred in. Not sure on the honey mustard. I'm not a fan of honey mustard, or mustard in general. Knob of butter maybe. Or if you really want to push the boat out, you go for some cream. That'll be really bad. But it'll taste bloody good. Okay, you're a bit of a nutter. You're almost like a pasta carbonara, as they say, innit? Which is where they do cream and egg and pasta mixed in. And then you either have ham or bacon or mushroom. We'll be doing a cooking show next. Let's do some. Okay, I think we're okay in that gear. Right, how are we doing for fuel? We're on 6. I might stop here, actually, just top up. I don't need to, but it's nice to keep fuel in the tank, because I'm noticing when I'm playing on this, I'm never getting... What did I put on for engine? Was it that one? They never seem to have as many fuel stops. Unless it's just me. I've just been blind and driving straight past them. Tell you what, I have missed having a shifter. It makes all the difference when playing this game. I tell you what, no matter which truck shifter you get, just make sure if you play this game and you've got, and if you've got a H pattern shifter, get yourself a truck shifter, any form. You know, if you want a recommendation, the Almar shifter is brilliant, but I gotta admit, can't say I've ever had honey mustard dressing on top of pasta. That's a new one on me. I would have just cracked the eggs open, whisked them up and shoved them in on top of the hot pasta, because that's part of carbonara anyway when you make it. Although usually carbonara is made with cream, so you'd have the pasta, cook the pasta, drain it, cream on top, get your eggs, whisk them together, chuck it in, stir it all in, so then you get the egg broken up throughout the pasta. And of course before that you would have cooked your bacon, and then put your pasta in, and then the rest of it. Honey mustard though is kind of interesting. All this talk of pasta and we're north of Italy. What do you know? What a coincidence. Well, that's probably better than a bag of Dolmio sauce, isn't it? Was it Dolmio sauce? It's supposed to be like a product of Italy, but it's actually made in Germany or something silly. It's like, what? Taking in the views. That does look good. Shame there's a tunnel coming up to ruin it. And what's on the other side? Green barrier, the joys. Oh, look out, someone coming towards us. Be nice now. Aha, I didn't beep, I got him. I won. Another fuel stop. Well, we're all full, so we don't have to worry about that one. Down to, what, 59 minutes? Wow, that 7 hours went really quick. I know one thing for sure, I think I am finally happy that I've reinstalled the PC. I think that's made the biggest difference. Hot tip, if you ever swap your CPU out, just reinstall the PC, don't even bother trying. I've done it before in the past, it's been okay, but this time, whoa, what a pain in the butt. Excuse me. It's looking pretty quiet around me at the moment. Torino. You're in. Anybody coming? Oh, we're gonna change just in time. Oh, another dealer. I don't think anybody's going. Oh, that was good timing. I was going to say, if no one's coming out, I'm going. Pull that right in. Good. Park it up. And another job done. Have a look. What have they got here? Oh, look. We can add another one. Oh, speaking of mustard, we can go to Dijon. Seriously, that's all you've got? Oh my god. Kind of like sucks. Might just take the short one over to Lyon then. Looks like it could be a good road actually. Would rather do a larger job, but it's just not going in the directions I want to go. We'll do the short ones for now. That's the trailer next door, which is good. I had an idea. Man, there's nothing around here, is there? Traveller to Toulouse. I think I'll just do what I'm doing. Not happy with any of the jobs, to be honest. Carry on. Oop. Drat. And we're off. 106 miles, 900 to go. Do you not know what side of the road you're on? Seriously. Come on, that was close. That's it on our next job. So 194 miles. Nice. This is the thing. Our last job I did, which was 270 odd, I don't know, 250 say. 7 hours that said. This is 190 and it's only 4 hours. Didn't quite add up on that one. I think I got it wrong. Anyway, 190 miles, 4 hours 13. And we've got 895 litres on board, so we've got loads of fuel. Shouldn't have to stop. Ugh. Hate these things. Just ban them from the game, just not needed. Let's have a look, shall we? We got another stop. And another stop. Wait, hold on. Be able to go through here, I hope. Remember, keep it to about 20. Get through there okay. Any higher and you risk knocking the barrier as you try and get through. Little convoy. Here. Here. Well, thought that was going to be a little bit more dramatic with the scenery, but it turned out not to be. It's rather a shame. Can be quite nice sometimes. Oh, crack the old knuckles. 1 hour 37 on this one. 72 miles left. Hello there, AM. Got man flu. He's been dying. Doing research on the Sim Dash. Found one. Yeah, the Sim Dashboard one, if that's the one you're looking at, it'll work. There's Sim Hub, but you pay a small amount for the full access to that. To be honest, Sim Hub, Sim Dashboard, I would recommend purchasing. They're not too expensive, and they are very good. The customization on the Sim Dash is the reason why I paid for it. You know, but at the end of the day, if you just want a free one, that's fine. You know, whatever suits you at the end of the day. Wow. Want to go off there, do you? That's right the way down over there. Must admit, I'm kind of lucky with colds. Can't remember the last time I had a cold. And if I did, it was like sniffs. I haven't had anything bad for a long while. I guess I've still got a robust immune system. Or just blimmin' lucky. And my workplace is air conditioned, so it's usually air conditioning is bad when it comes for colds because it just spreads it all over the place, but I don't know. Not like I sit there with a gas mask on trying to filter everything out. Oh, here we go. Is this open? Ooh. Yeah, Sim Dash is good. Sim Hub I would recommend looking at, but I don't know the compatibility on that one. For PC, I know it's there. Came in handy if you've got Fnatic stuff, or actually if you want to do your controls through it as well, you can do your controls through it. I use it for when I use it anyway. I've got like a rumble pack to the bottom of the chair, so in some games I'll turn that on. When I'm doing ETS, I don't use it because it's not very good, but for other games it's brilliant. So I use Sim Hub for that. I used to have a proper taco, but considering this can do tacos, I decided nah, I'll just leave it on the tablet. It's easier to configure. I can change it as I see fit. I got rid of the taco because it's just pointless. Just looks good and that's it. Anybody around? Yeah, go on. Yeah, I can't say I've ever tried on PS4s or things like that. I know, as I said, I know that the PS4 has telemetry data, so... What is he doing? Get that parked in, shall we? Too far back. That's glad to know that you got it working though, so, maybe one day I'll have a PS4. Thought about getting a PS4 actually for the rig, because I can get the wheel to work with a PS4. Maybe do some PS4 streaming as well, but yeah. Can't see me doing too much. The only game I'd probably play would be, what do you call it? Oh, mine's gone blank. GT, Gran Turismo. But can't see that happening anytime soon. Montpellier. Really? Not too exciting, is it? Let's have a look. What else have we got? For PS4, not sure. I mean, it's fairly straightforward. I'm sure I could work it out, but I don't know if anybody else has done a video, so it might be worth yourself doing a video on the PS4 side of it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't want to go north of France. Yeah. Use plastics. No. And like 12-hour drive. Germany. Ugh. Don't particularly want to go through Germany. Then that is it, isn't it? Come on. Maybe I'll go for the other one then. Nine-hour drive, 432 miles. Where's the old pickup point? Right, where's he going? Anybody come in? Nope. Yeah, I know with the PC, it will work with a lot of race games. I'm not quite sure how many it supports on PS4, but yeah, they've done a good job on it. You know, anybody who wants a second screen just to do dash work, it's a great little program. I just like the fact that you can have more than one screen. I don't even know if there's a limit to the number of screens you can have. I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably have 5. You know, one in the middle. You could literally have one screen per dial. Yeah, I'm not an Xbox fan myself. I've had them in the past, but I've always been PS gamer when it comes to PlayStation or Xbox. It's, you know, from the PlayStation 1 up to the PS4s. That's what I've had. I'm already invested into that hardware, so I'll probably carry on even for the next revision. We're all hooked up. All pretty quiet at the moment. Where are we? So 9-hour trip, 431 miles, 748 litres on board, so plenty to get us there. I wouldn't even bother. If I was going to get anything, it'll probably be a PS4 Pro. We got a PS4 upstairs. My son uses that. If anything, if the PS5, whatever they decide to call it, comes out, we'll probably pick one up. Don't know whether I'll jump into it. All the years before, I've always gone straight in as soon as it's launched, day one, or certainly within the first month. Bought the day one console. However, next time round I may wait 6 to 9 months, because the last 2 haven't been good when it comes to launches. The launches are good, you get a couple of software titles that are worth playing, that's it, and then you're waiting for a spell to get the next, you know, software title that's really going to push the console. And yeah, I think I learned my lesson there. By the time that happens, it's dropped price. So, like, if they do release a new console anytime soon, it'll probably be 6 to 9 months down the line. I'll look at it. With purchasing online or disc, I still prefer disc personally, because at the end of the day, you can sell it, make a bit of money back. But I will check the prices on the PlayStation Store, and as long as the price is better than the disc, I'll buy it on the PlayStation Store, or unless I know it's really convenient. Now, at the end of the day, I'd rather have discs that I can sell on, because you can make a bit of money back. But I don't mind paying online. But what gets me is, you know, you can buy a game. Let's pick a price, 40 quid game, yeah? And yet on the PlayStation Store, they'll have it at 40, 45. They'll have it slightly higher. For me, it's like you haven't got a physical version of the game. Why do PlayStation see fit to charge the full price for the game every time? Yeah, and I know they do sales, but for me, it's if you buy a physical game, make the physical game 40 or 45, and make the downloadable version £5 less or £10 less. Do something that changes the way people are. Unless, of course, their numbers are fine and the majority do buy online, but it's just frustrating. Must admit, though, PC-wise, you know, I buy on Steam or somewhere all day long. Because, one, you don't tend to find the PC games in the shops as much. But you tend to find PC games discounted straight away. You know, if you do a little bit of shopping, get some good deals. I think that's why I like PC the most. I mean, you know, you could buy a game for £25 on a PC and it'll be £30 to £40 on a PlayStation or Xbox. So it's like, well, I don't see why, but I ain't gonna complain. Ooh, looks like we're having a cracking sunset. That looks really nice. Hope that looks good in the stream. Do a bit of exterior view on that one. Yeah, I used Steam mainly. I do have a, what is it, an Epic Games account, an Origin account, a Blizzard account. I do use CD Keys, and I use the All Key shop as well to check prices and buy from as well if I need to. There's just so many different options. It's crazy. But in general, I do find PC game pricing to be better. You know, and some of the pricing though you see, you know, these new games coming out from £70 up to £100. It's crazy. I remember buying games and like 20 quid was expensive. Now it's, you know, upwards of £50 to £100. What keyboard's that? Did you have a problem? Sorry, I didn't realise that you had a problem with the keyboard. Well, that might have been a little too slow. Looks like we still got another 7 hours to go. As long as you got it working, that's the main thing. As you can see, I've changed my keyboard. Did have one over here, a much smaller one. I was reading the instruction manual again for the smaller one I had here, and I really did like the smaller one. The only drawback was the battery. It was ending up that I was charging it nearly every day. And when I read the manual, it said, you know, you should be able to power this keyboard for up to 6 months. Then on closer inspection, it was like for 2 hours a day. And I was like, if that's the case, why is it I can't even have the keyboard on? And I'm not using it for a whole day, but it was having to be charged so often, and I was like, battery, must be a dodgy battery in the one I had, so I ended up sending it back and going for a wired one. And I thought, you know what, if I'm going to send the keyboard back and get a new one anyway, I might as well get rid of the number pad that I had here, because that's 2 devices plugged in using up USBs, and my USB ports are getting fewer and far between, and I had issues with USB, so I thought the more I can narrow down, the better it is. There's less load on the USB ports, and there's less communication on the ports. So I thought, right, I'll replace it for a full-size keyboard. And again, doesn't break the bank. That was £15, or I think £16 off Amazon. You know, it's a rainbow effect on it. There's nothing fancy. It's supposed to feel like a mechanical keyboard. I'm not worried. I don't need a fancy keyboard. You know, I've got a Corsair keyboard upstairs for the main PC upstairs. I don't need anything like that for here. So I just went El Cheapo. I want something that lights up so I can see the keys. So I bought this. Really happy with it. You know, it's there for me to do a little bit of typing and to press a few buttons in a game now and again, and that's it. I don't see the point of spending £100 on a keyboard that you're going to press once or twice. This is a nice little keyboard. You know, at the end of the day, you've got to think, okay, what am I going to use the keyboard for? If you're going to be typing on all day, even if you typed on this, from my experience of typing on this so far, it feels fine to me. It's 16 quid. It works. I wouldn't be disappointed. Don't know how well it performed for gaming. It's got 19 key anti-ghosting or something. I think my one upstairs is all the keys are anti-ghosting, so it's, you know, it's not a problem, but not that I've ever had an issue anyway. And the good thing is, if it does break, another 15 quid, I can get another one. But I wanted something that was relatively thin and as small and compact as can be for a full-size keyboard, and this really was as good as any of them out there, to be honest. I think there was one for slightly cheaper at 15, but it was just backlit red, and I didn't want red. I wanted something with a bit of colour, so I went for this one instead. I got to cut corners somewhere. You know, I don't see the point in spending, you know, £80 to £100 on a keyboard when all I need to do is press the space bar or the enter key once in a blue moon. And I could use this as a button box. I got to reprogram this as a button box anyway, because I lost all my commands after I reinstalled everything. Whoops. That'll teach me. I have now backed up this new profile I've created, and I think I've made it a little bit better for me. That's the wrong gear. There we go. Yeah, if you use Sim Dashboard, you can program it to be a button box as well. But I must admit, I do like to use it as a display. Thinking of it though, if I did have another tablet, I probably would use it as a button box. The only difference is, if you really want the full immersion, it's nice to have a proper button box like this. Because it gives you that feeling of physically, you know, flicking a switch and doing the job, you know? Rather than just pressing a fake button. That's all it comes down to, really. It's, you know, you don't buy something like a truck shifter just because it's fun. You buy it because of the immersion it brings as well. So having the physical switches is kind of nice. But if you're not worried about that, yeah, absolutely use it as a button box. Use it as a speed or rev counter. You know, anything you like. Yeah, you only need a cheap tablet. I went a bit overboard. I was going to buy a tablet for 150 quid off Amazon. But it was a nice tidy tablet, very fast. But I thought, nah, you know what, I'll rein it in a bit. The only difference was the £150 tablet had a high resolution. This one's not as high, but to be honest, looking at it from where I've got it positioned, a high resolution tablet probably wouldn't have brought any extra to the table. This one, I think this was 80 something pound off Amazon in the end. And again, still probably a little bit overkill. But what I wanted was a relatively small tablet with a small frame around it as well. I did look at getting, say, the Kindle, not the Kindle, the Amazon Fire 7-inch tablet, but the screen quality was really poor in my view. I wanted something that, you know, I could read under this kind of lighting that I've got here at the moment, so I thought, no, I'm going to invest in a better screen, you know, that I can read easy, not have to worry about the lights. Same with this, I'm using the phone as well. It's great. I've thought about having the tablet here, and I did have it here for a day, but it was blocking too much of the lower part of the screen, so I thought, nah, I'm going to carry on with the phone and just use it as a second screen. This phone is cracking. It's great. But, you know, you can pick up like 10-inch tablets now really cheap, so imagine on like a 10-inch screen somewhere as a button box. Kind of a good proposition. You know, 50 to £100 10-inch tablet. Alcatel do some good stuff from what I've seen. You know, it's not going to break the bank. You get a tidy device, and for what you need, if all it's going to be used for is, say, Sim Dash and nothing else, perfectly fine. Now, Sim Dashboard isn't exactly taxing. The way I looked at it is, right, this is going to be used for a Sim Dashboard, so it just needs to have a good quality screen, nice brightness, nice and clear. Processor needs to be enough to run Sim Dashboard, and the software perfectly fine. Other than that, you know, 8 gig, 16, 32 didn't really matter because nothing else is going to go on there. It is literally going to be used for Sim Dashboard, and that's it. Yo. Whoa, it was close. That started to go then. I felt that on the wheel. Well, this is an 8-inch tablet. So what have you got? You must have, I don't think they do 9s, so it must be a 10-inch tablet, is it? I was thinking to get a 10-inch, but I thought, I haven't got a lot of room on this rig. If I was replacing this button box, I probably would replace it with a 10-inch. I could mount a tablet there. Oops, a tablet there. But again, it would have to be 8. I don't know if I could squeeze a 10-inch by there. Depends what you need it for. I think 10-inch would be overkill. I don't know. I'm contemplating moving my mouse, which, yeah, I gotta remember that moves. Because where it is not the best location. I'm thinking about moving the handbrake over a little bit, but if I do that, I need to make sure I can pull this in as far as I need to for flight. That's all the way in for flight. This does get in the way slightly. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be revising this side of the rig at some point. Yeah, my phone's permanently plugged in. My tablet's permanently plugged in. But it's not plugged into the PC. If you go on Amazon, you can buy what's called a RAV Power, either 4 or 6-way USB charger. I've got a 6-way. Cost me 20 quid, and you can then charge up to 6 USB devices at the same time. I think it's like a 60-watt charger. So that's plugged into a socket. That 6-way charger then is mounted to the rig, and then any device that needs power only plugs directly into that. So I've got the 2 screens on it, my headphones charge on it. I did have something else, but I forgot what it was. Oh, my Xbox controller charge is off it. And I got a few ports spare then if I ever add anything in the future. So yeah, if you want to do like a constant charge, but you don't want to have loads of USB sockets or use up the USB sockets on a computer or console, buy one of them. RAV Power charger. I think it was like 20 quid. I think you can get the 4-port for like 15, and a 20. Sorry, the 6-port is 20 quid. I bought that over Christmas. It was one of the best buys, if you ask me. Out of 2 hours and 54. Yeah, well, that was the other one. I got my camera. No, actually, tell a lie. The camera I've plugged into an Apple charger. Right. For anybody who's looking at setting up a GoPro, like I have here to record, you need constant power source. However, the GoPro seems to be really fussy on the power source. And what I found was I had an iPad 4 charger left over. So I've plugged that into my rig, or into the power socket, and I've got that running off an iPad charger, because that's the only one that seems to give it a consistent enough power to be able to record and charge the unit at the same time. I've plugged it into, 2 amp and 2.5 amp chargers and this, that and the other. None of them have really charged it properly. I haven't changed this he's back in. I haven't tried the RAV charge that I bought, but because this was already plugged in, I've left it as it was. Yeah, the Xbox controller is okay. I've got the Xbox One wireless one. I used to use a PS4 controller, but it just got a pain in the butt to set it up all the time when you needed to reconfigure your PC or something. So I thought, nah, you know what? Windows 10 supports Xbox One controllers wireless, so I'll just go for one of those. Saves a headache, easy to plug in. I'm not a fan of the Xbox controller. I gotta admit, I do prefer the PlayStation one, but you get used to it soon enough. La Rochelle. No problem. Wow, down to 26 minutes. And we've got a truck catching us. Is he coming this way? No, I don't think so. Nah. This after this trip, so we're going to get there now in what, 20 minutes, 13 miles to go. That went really quick. We'll drop this off, and I think I'll stop the stream, and I'm going to get some food, I think, because I'm getting a little touch hungry. You need some coke and I need some grub. Ooh, looking too fast around that corner. I used to drink the Coke Zero and Pepsi Max and all of that, but I've given up on my fizzy drinks. Tends to be if I have a drink when I go out, then I may have Pepsi or something then, but depends what they got. In the house, though, I try not to buy fizzy stuff. I mean, my son doesn't drink anything fizzy anyway. It's either water or squash. He doesn't like anything else, to be honest. So I just don't see the point in buying it, because I'm going to be the one who drinks it. So it's like, no, we'll leave it out. That might be a bit tight. Oh. It's kind of good that he doesn't have anything like that, because it saves me from buying all the crap. It's like his food. He's very fussy with food as well. Doesn't seem to like anything that's got strong taste, so his food is kind of simplistic. But anyway, it's good for me because it means I'm not buying all the fancy stuff that's going to be bad for me. I just buy all the simple bad stuff instead. Right, there we are. There's a few jobs done on multiplayer. We've covered more of the map. Got another garage. So we're opening up more and more and more of it. Continue there. So we're going to leave that in La Rochelle. And I don't know, we'll come back maybe later on. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. Might do single player. Might do something else. Done plenty of Dirt Rally recently, so I'll probably leave that alone for a day or two. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Thanks for watching. I'm going to get myself off here and, I don't know, have some grub or something. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to have, though. I think I'll raid the fridge and see what's there. Anyway, talk to you later. Take care.